So I'm excited about being here and talking to you, and I have so many things to do when I leave here.
Now, I did have a chance to check out what you have going on right now, and that is that Back to Life, right? Oh my
yes.
God, that thing gave me life. So I'm
It gave you life?
It gave me life. So I'm watching this trailer. So, okay. It has drama in it. And first of all, I want to say I just love you in acting. So anything that you do is just, you're just incredible. So I'm watching this trailer / video, music video. So tell me about it. Is this a short film, a soundtrack? What's going on with this?
Everybody's asking me that. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much for all the support on my brand new single, Back to Life, which is available on iTunes right now. Go get the single.
Damn.
But the video. Okay, so I didn't want to do just like a normal music video. I wanted to tell a story. I really wanted to just like flush the story out. And I wanted it to be something that was relatable.
Right.
Something that I know I had gone through before, and I know not just women but men have gone through as well.
Right, when you're feeling somebody.
When you're feeling somebody and it's
then
great, and then all of a sudden, you know, well, with this particular situation, it's that friend that's like a little bit too close, and you know, the women, we got that intuition. We like, hold up, hold up, wait a second. I'm feeling something a little, y'all too touchy-feely. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you want to be able to trust that person, and especially with getting into a brand new relationship, you know that there's people that was there before you.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, I can't be the crazy girl. So, you know, you want to trust that these friendships that were there before you, in place before you, are just that.
Platonic. And nothing went on in the past.
Nothing went on in the past. He's been being honest and upfront with you, like, nothing happened here.
Right.
We've been cool since elementary school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still, as a woman, you can feel when something is off.
Yeah.
Or
we
when or when another woman, he might feel like it's cool and they're just friends and he doesn't see her in that way, but you know, in the back of her mind, if stuff don't go all the way right in her life, she got that one sitting to the side.
Yeah.
And she's very territorial.
Right. Because even if it is platonic, some women can be very, very territorial.
He could think that. But from her perspective, she's like, nah, like I really, deep down, might really love him in that way.
Yeah.
You know? And
you don't know it, and it's causing
but
friction,
another woman
you know.
can feel it.
Right,
Like,
right.
she like you more than that. No.
I'm not crazy.
No, she ain't trying to be the guy mom. She's trying to be the mom at the base. But yeah, I felt that was something that I know would, you know, hit home for some people. It definitely hit home for me, and it definitely makes, you know, for an interesting story and conversation. And that's what's so awesome, especially on social media. People are like, it's like a controversial conversation. Everybody's like, man, I've been through that before, but was Toya tripping? Or, you know, was she overreacting? I don't really know. And it's like, as a woman, a lot of times you don't want to overreact. As me, like, that's the last thing that I want to do. I never want to come off like the crazy, but at the same time, I am very upfront. And I'll say, this made me a little uncomfortable, so let's talk about it. And I should be able in a relationship to have that conversation.
Right, without him getting upset.
Because if he get upset, that's the first sign of guilt. By the way, if he get upset, that's the first sign of, oh, wait a minute. Did I strike, did I strike a chord?
Right.
You know, you should, if it's nothing, you should be able to have that conversation, and he should be able to say what's up.
That best friend or whoever should have that respect for the new woman and say, hey, you know what, girl, you know what, it's nothing like that, and just be respectful.
And she should be a little bit more welcoming. Yeah. Especially if she knows that he's feeling you in that way. Then of course, you know, even as a big sister, I have a brother. What up, Gavin? Shout out to GL Production. But if, you know, he's introducing me to his new girlfriend, of course I'm gonna be a little bit like, okay, what you about? Right. But at the same time, because I know he likes her like that, I'm gonna give her a chance. Yeah. I want to see what he sees in her.
Right. Stay in your
yeah. I'm not the mean big sister, and I'm not the mean best friend.
Right.
But it's been I don't think I have like a male best friend like that. I have always said, like, if I had a male best friend by now in my life, I would have married him. Right. Because I would have been like, you know what, you don't love me for this long, you love me for me.
Right, we click.
Let's do this. Yeah. So that's why I'm always kind of like, when the guy got the girl best friends, because I'm like, I know what I would do in that situation.
Right.
But people have best friends, so I don't, you know, I ain't judging it. I'm not, you know. Whatever.
But I love the video, and so again, this is like, is it a short movie? Is it something that you put together and produced?
It was my first time. I assisted in directing it, but it was like my concept. I produced it. I edited. I did all of it. I was very hands-on.
Proud of you,
I did my makeup in some of it. But AJ Crimson did my face for most of it. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to Josh, the hairstylist, who did my hair. My boy Micah, who did my wardrobe. But yeah, I was very hands-on with this. This is my baby. That's why I love. First of all, I didn't caught the bug. I didn't got bit. Now I want to produce and direct everything that I do. But I think that's important, to produce your own content and to really be hands-on in your career. If this is your stuff, if this is your art, this is my art we're talking about here.
Yeah.
And it goes past the song. I want people to really feel this record. Yeah. And I think with R&B music today, first of all, that's what I miss about old school R&B. I'm stuck. By the way, I'm stuck in the '90s somewhere. I'm definitely stuck somewhere in the Jodeci album or Boyz II Men album. But I wanted to feel. I wanted people to feel the way that I do. You know, when I listen to old school R&B music, that music is healing. And I know I've been through certain stuff in my life, and I've turned on that right record, and it's got me through. So that's what I wanted to do with Back to Life. We're talking about my singles, ladies and gentlemen, which is available on iTunes. So go pick that up real quick.
Now let's talk about the production on that, because I hear the Soul to Soul in it.
Yes,
Soul to Soul.
Yes, and I wanted it to be familiar. Come on, wait a minute, I heard a little vibrato at the end of that. Is she singing in here, y'all? But yeah, I've always been a fan of that record, and this record feels like home to me. I think that's why I went with it and decided to make it my first single.
Awesome.
And I know it was a record that was going to be able to pull on the heartstings, the way Torn did, which was my first record. I used that.
I just got chills when you said that. I used to just pop that CD and ride. I loved it.
Thank you. Thank
excellent.
you so much.
So we're about to drop this Back to Life. So if you haven't heard it, turn this out, because we're about to drop this Letoya Luckett Back to Life single right now. And it is available right now.
It's available on iTunes, y'all. So make sure y'all go and download that thing and do it legally. Don't do it illegally. do it legally. Don't support, especially for Houston. Support your girl and go to iTunes and grab that single. So it's coming up right now. Here's Back to Life, y'all.
Maybe I'm supposed to lie, maybe I'm not too good at saying goodbyes, gotta give it up. Maybe I'm supposed to break.
The real sound of Sound 97.9 The Buck. That was Letoya Luckett right there with Back to Life. I am feeling that record, girl. For so many reasons, you know. Currently, I'm not going through a situation like that, but like you said, I think we've all been there. And you just kill the vocals. Vocally, you just kill it as usual.
Thank you so much. Thank you again to everybody who's supporting that record. This is my first single in a few years now. And I'm gonna tell you, I was a little like scared to come back on the scene because I wanted it to be right. And I have so many great fans, especially in the city of Houston, who have been supportive and patient. And I wanted to come out with the right thing. And like I said, I wanted it to be a record that would pull on your heartstrings and something that people could relate to. So I think between the record and the video, which you can go on Vivo right now and YouTube and watch right now. If you haven't seen the video, that's what we were just talking about. It's the Back to Life video for my new single, and you can find it on YouTube. You can also go to my Instagram, which is at Letoya Luckett, which is LetoyaLuckett, and click the link in my bio and watch that thing. It's like an 8-minute short film kind of.
Tissue, popcorn.
Did you have the popcorn and the tissue, girl? Yes, and there's a part 2 and 3 coming out. So I know it says to be continued, and that's for good reason. I will be coming with that in a few weeks. It's crazy. I was gonna put it out all at once, but I was like, no. I want people to really like watch it and live with the first part, and enjoy it, and then I'll give them 2 and 3. But this is my first time, like, really. Would you call it a co-director with Michael Fawn? He directed it, but it was my piece. I came up with the concept. I produced it. I did the editing, everything else for it. So. Shout out to Thomas Jones too, who played my love interest in the video, who was awesome to work with, very professional. He's a sweetheart.
Who did he used to play with?
The Jets. I know he played for a couple of teams, but he played with the Jets for sure.
So
everybody's like, look at his shoulders.
Oh yeah. Hey, so one of my favorite things that you ever did was the Single Ladies. I loved you in that. Like,
thank you so much.
You were just so evil, but I loved it. Like,
I hated you, but I loved you so much.
Oh, well, let's talk about Tawnya. Let's talk about Tawnya.
Lord. All right, so a big shout out to everybody who's watching Rosewood right now. I play a character by the name of Tawnya, if you haven't seen it already, and Tanya's on the hot seat right now. Everybody's a little upset with her because of her clearing out Rosie's bank account. But you know, one, I'm gonna say this: it's a character. I am not Tawnya. I don't do things like that. I'm Toya. I don't steal people's money. I make people money, and I'm a good person. I'm a believer in Christ, and not to say Tanya's not, but I think what makes this character so wonderful is this is just who she is, and that's the only way she really knows how to go about providing for herself, and that's the way that she was kind of taught.
Wow.
And you'll learn more about her if you keep watching, but
do people stop you?
They absolutely stop me, and they love to talk about it on social media. Like, I can't believe you did that. Oh, so you did the Back to Life video with Rosie's money? I'm like, no, man, what are we doing? But you know, it makes for an interesting story. So keep watching Rosewood Friday, 8 p.m. We got a new time, and don't hate Tawnya, yo. I mean, you should actually hate Tawnya, but don't hate Toya. Toya ain't do nothing, man. She ain't do nothing. But I love working with Morris Chestnut. He's so awesome. He's a great person. He's a lot of fun on set. I had no idea he was that funny.
Really?
Yes.
He's super funny. Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Yes. So it's been so much fun working on that set and being a part of that cast. Production crew, everybody's great to work with. So
awesome. So what do you have going on tonight for the Super Week, this crazy weekend here in
H-Town? Tonight I'm stopping through a couple of events, but I actually have a party tomorrow at the Buffalo Soldiers Museum along with my boy Brian Michael Cox and Lance Gross. So ladies, Lance will be there.
Oh, nice.
Don't try and feel on him or nothing like that. He married with a child, but he will be in the house for sure tomorrow at the Buffalo Soldiers Museum. Come check your girl out. We will be there having a good time.
Awesome. Hey, before I let you go though, I heard a rumor that you were going to be in a biopic film.
Oh, the Dionne Warwick boy.
Yes. Oh my God, I could totally see it.
Thank you. Really? Is it because I cut my hair? Because I feel like
because you have that short hair.
It's
going
the
on.
hair.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I wish I could rock short hair like that.
But you never know, because I was always terrified to cut my hair, always, and I was like, man, you know, I held on to that swoop bang for as long as I could. It was hard to let go of. Everybody knew me from a swoop. But I said, you know what, when I did it around the time of my birthday last year. My birthday's coming back. It's coming around. March 11th.
Are you Aquarius or
no, I'm a Pisces. Yeah! Shout out to the Pisces I am. Yes. But I was like, you know what? This is my new year. I want to try something new, and I'm gonna walk fearless. Like I'm cutting this off, and I don't care what it turns. I don't look. I'm going to do it, and if it turns out terrible, I'm going to put a wig on. Okay? But I'm going to do it. I'm going to conquer this fear of cutting my hair, and I finally did.